me a minute to get, okay, so there we go. We're recording now, and I'm going to share my screen, which is always really weird for me because you're going to be able to see me and you're going to be able to see my screen.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to see you, just so you know, if you're like trying to get my attention or something.
Okay.
And you're going to see me looking at notes because I don't want to forget all the stuff that I want to go over.
Okay.
Help me stay focused, which is always a struggle. Otherwise, we'll be here all night.
Oh, no.
Right. Okay, so actually I can see you, which is really helpful. Can you give me a thumbs up if you, or I could hear you too, if you can see my screen? Okay, good.
I can see both.
Awesome. Really helpful. Okay, so basically, and let me check on one thing, close that. All right, and I don't think I'm gonna see if anybody comes on, so. Okay, so first off, I want to say congratulations for you making it through the 7-day group. We had, I don't know, I think we only had maybe 4 people in last week's group, and 3 of you made it through, which is really wonderful.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times we only have like half, if even, make it through because it is a lot of information.
It is a lot.
Yeah. That you guys, we kind of throw a lot at you in that 7 days, but it's a really great foundation. And, you know, when you make it through, you're really well set up to go into the level 2 group, which is what we're going to be talking about a lot tonight.
Okay.
And so, you know, first I want to say congratulations from all the Diamond leaders. We're really excited for you guys and really proud that you did the work. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So some people along the way, what we found out through running the 7-day group is that a lot of people were really wanting to save and continue to have access to the references that were given during that 7 days. And so we put together this reference document that you're seeing here on my screen.
Nice.
And this will be I'll put it in the event page tonight. The event for this call is private. It's just those of you that graduated this week. We're going to put a couple things in there, including the recording for this call. So you guys will have that to go back to and reference. And it's private and just for you guys.
Right.
This link is also in the file section in the group that you're going into. So you're going to have access to it in a few places. Won't have to worry. You'll be able to find it and utilize any of the stuff in there that you need.
Okay.
Excuse me. So the next step, as I said, is the level 2 group. And there are basically 4 goals in that group. And I'm just going to touch on each of those briefly. So in the level 2 group, the goal is to hit Success Club 5. And just a bullet point of that. And this would only apply to anybody, and I'm not sure if we have anybody in this group who are brand new coaches. Coaches who make Success Club 5 for their first 3 months in a row can earn a free ticket to Summit. In case I'm not familiar who in this group might be a new coach, but for anybody who's a brand new coach, they have access to that. So Success Club 5, and I'm going to, whoops, crap, I don't want that up there, and I don't know how to make it go away. That's not what I want. There, no. I made this thing drop down and now I can't make it go away.
What thing?
I don't know if you can see this at the top or if only I can.
The tabs?
No, that's funny. There's a thing that's dropped down on mine.
All I see is the tabs and it tells me that I'm viewing your screen. That's it.
Yeah, there's something else on my screen
Okay.
that I'm trying to figure out how to make it like dropped down and I don't want it to, I can't get to the tab under it. So give me a second. I apologize.
No problem. You're on the tabs. I can tell you when you're on the tabs.
Okay, am I on the tab that I'm looking for it went, no, it didn't. I touched it and it dropped down again. That is so funny. I will have to play with that. I am trying to look for the coach. Oh, it went away. Okay, let's see.
Sneak up on it.
Yeah, I know, right? There we go. Okay. So this is located within the document that I was just showing you.
Okay.
And so I'm going to touch on a lot of things briefly. And just so you know, you're going to be able to go back and access them if you want to look at them, closer and in depth. So this is the Coach Action Plan.
Okay.
And this is available to you. And this is helpful, again, for people who are trying to hit that 3-month as a brand new coach to earn the Success Club starters. But it's also helpful for anybody who's, restarting. It's a great guideline and it's available in that document.
Okay.
So Success Club 5 is the first of the 4 goals, then hitting Emerald rank. So basically, let me go back to where we were. Basically, we wanted to talk to you guys about, if you haven't seen it yet, there is a video in the, nope. There we go. There is a video located in here that you can watch, and it is about signing your spouse. So a lot of people will sign their spouse in order to help them hit Emerald rank, because for Emerald rank, you need 2 coaches, 1 active coach in each leg. For you, some of this you might already know. Mm-hmm. Also, there's a really, really helpful video inside of this document about, let's say you sign up your spouse and you get a challenge pack is what we generally recommend to do that. So a lot of people will get a box of Shakeology with the packets. And here we go. Here is how you get Emerald without a spouse. For anybody in the group that, doesn't have a spouse, there are some ideas of signing, a sibling, a parent, a child who's over 18. And then there's some additional ideas in this how to get to Emerald without a spouse video. But right here is how to run a 4-day refocus group, which is really cool, because if you sign up a family member or a spouse and you've got the Shakeology packets, within this document, you can find out how to run a group that will help you earn your money back.
Okay.
So that you can sell off, for 5, I think it's a 5-day group. It might be a 7-day group. You sell them, run the group. It piques people's interest in Shakeology, hopefully leading to a challenge pack sale, and you're able to make your money back by running the refocus group. A lot of coaches are doing that and having a lot of success with it.
Okay.
Okay. So your next goal in the level 2 group is to go through all of the lessons. There are 22 lessons. So you guys are coming in very close to the end of a month. So, we don't have any expectation that you guys will, finish by the end of this month. The level 2 group is ongoing. And so it's totally fine. You guys will come in and, I would say easily you guys could make it a goal to hit all of these and be going into the next level 3 group. The level 3 group starts the 1st of every month. So while this group that you're going into is ongoing, the other group only starts the 1st of the month. So that gives you guys the rest of May and all of June, which is completely doable.
Okay.
And the 22 lessons in there are completely self-led. So you've got, you've got more than enough time. Like you wouldn't even have to do one a day. You could take, some weekend days off or something and still completely do them all in time.
Okay.
Next, I wanted to show you, and this is just going to be, I see somebody else. Shyla, hi.
Hi. I could not get on, like, for the life of me. I was ready to cry. I was, like, in a panic. It was horrible.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes Zoom can be really finicky. But don't worry because it's recorded. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, you missed about 10, 11 minutes. But this is being recorded and we're going to put the link in the event. So you'll be able to watch anything that you missed.
Thank you. I'll definitely go back and look at everything.
I'm glad that you made it.
Thank you.
So I was just getting ready to go over, this is your third goal of 4 in the leadership ladder. Third goal of 4 in the level 2 group, and this is the leadership ladder. So I'm just going to go over this really quickly, and I'll show you in a moment, Shyla. There is a document that we have compiled for you guys, which is all of the resources that you had in the 7-day group. So everything we posted in there, you're going to have in a link and you're going to have access to.
Oh, good.
And some additional stuff, a ton of resources. So this we want to really have you guys pay special attention to. I'm not going to go over the whole document because it's kind of a lot. I forget, it's something like 5 or 9 pages. But you guys will want to go and find this. It's in your Coach Online office. It's in this document. A link to it is in this document. Because Beachbody is really starting to utilize this. It's kind of new. I want to say it's within the last 6 months maybe. And you can find this report, like when you log into your Coach Online office, you'll see right on the main screen, there's a tab that you can click that says Leadership Ladder. And this is more or less what you'll see. So the leadership ladder is something that they're beginning to tie stuff to. What we noticed is, like, even for Summit this year, some of the parties are linked to hitting different benchmarks on the leadership ladder. So they're beginning to tie things to it. I think they're probably going to tie in some of the registrations for trips and, different things like that to the leadership ladder. But what we can tell from looking at this is that Success Club is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. Because if you notice on the leadership ladder, for every single benchmark here, Success Club 5 is listed. So that shows us, we always say make Success Club 5 a non-negotiable. And this just reiterates that. So depending on, if you're a brand new coach or not, no matter where you are, Business Starter is the first thing that you would be aiming for. And so some of you might not, if you go in and you look at yours, you might not be Business Starter yet, and that's okay. But this will show you that's the first rung. It'll show you the requirements of what it takes to be considered a business starter, and then a team builder and a team leader. And what I recommend is that you print out at least this first page and keep it near wherever you're doing your business, so that you can reference it and you can see at a glance where you're at and what you need to hit that next benchmark. So this updates monthly. And generally, it only updates once a month, and it is updated on the 5th of the month. So depending on, I don't think any of you are brand new coaches, but depending on if you're a brand new coach or not, you might not see anything for last month. And if that's the case, in June, you would see something after the 5th. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to talk about in reference to, it's actually not the last thing, we added something. So I was already referencing the lessons in the group. They're self-led. A few things about how we work in the Level 2 group. It is self-led, and it's really important to do the work. So the lessons, it's important not just to like make your way through them, but they build on each other, and they really make for a solid foundation for going forward in your business. So the goal is not simply to just like get through them as quick as you can and, you know, check them off your list. Like, you want to make sure that you're applying them, not just getting them, you know, a check mark for the sake of a check mark. So make sure that you're actually doing the work. And really, really important, and I can't stress it enough, it's totally fine whatever your goal is. Like, we are fine with whatever goal. You know, if you have really huge goals, awesome. If you just want to make a little extra money, that's fine too. Wherever you're at, we want to support you in that goal. So if you are like all in and you want to run, we will run with you. If you just, you know, have a little bit of time to dedicate and you're going slower, that's fine. We will match your speed. And if you go away, we won't chase you. And I'm sure that's not a surprise. Basically, we can't want it for anyone more than they want it for themselves. So, you know, sometimes people start out and they're, you know, really excited, and then they just completely go away. So generally, you know, your coach will check in with you, but we're not going to like chase people, because that doesn't get anybody anywhere. Also, we want to make sure, I'm going to get a sip of water, guys, sorry. We want to make sure as you go into the Level 2 group, there's a few leaders in the group, and just so you know, like, it doesn't matter who answers your question or helps you out, we all pitch in and help, but we would like for you to tag your sponsor, whoever your coach is that brought you into the business. When you post a conversation or you post a question, go ahead and tag your sponsor. Also, tag your sponsor as you're finishing those lessons so that your coach has an idea of where you are as you're moving through the lessons. Is really helpful for them to know. But like I said, be aware, even if you tag your sponsor, there's a chance that, you know, for, let's say for you, Shyla, if you post a question and I'm in there, I'll probably chime in and help you out. We all help each other. So I want to show you guys, let me find it. Really important, one of the first action items that we want you guys to take. I just gotta find it. Oh, you know what? I think I have it open. I do. I have it open. So the link to this is in the document we were just looking at, which is that reference document that I was telling you guys about. And this is getting your new coach started, basically. These are the steps that you would take, and we want you guys to do this as soon as you can, because you guys are doing the work. You know, you went through the 7-day group, you did your coaching announcement, you've been doing posts, so you never know. You know, it could very well happen that you sign somebody within the next day or two. We've had it happen. And so we want you to be prepared for that. So what we have here is, if you'll remember, you needed to fill out that new coach welcome form in order to get in the 7-day group. And what we have here for you is how you can do your own form. So here there is a link to a Google document, and really important, we want to tell you the master copy is here. It says it in red, end caps. Make a copy of that, and then you will edit the copy that you've made to create your own. Please, please don't edit the master copy, because every time that happens, we have to create a new master copy. So just, you know, when you go in here, remember, make a copy first and then edit from that. But it's very very user friendly. And we even have a video here, which you see right here, that if you don't know how to do it or you're confused, there's a step-by-step video. If you watch the video and you're still not sure, just stop and ask in one of the groups and somebody will help you. But it's pretty easy. If you are like, I am not making a Google form, that's not happening, there is also somewhere right here, here we go, alternative option. If you just can't figure it out or you're not going to do it or whatever, there is a checklist located inside of this document that is basically like you'll copy and paste it and you could send it to somebody in an email or Facebook message or whatever. So it would have all the same information. Another reason it's really, really important to make your own, if you just copy and paste the existing one, the existing link for the welcome form, what will happen is when your new coach fills out all that stuff and they hit submit, it won't go to you. It will just go like out, but it's not linked to anyone. So you want to make sure it goes to you so you have all that information for your new coach. Okay, so one or two quick things and then we're going to be done, and I'm going to leave a little time for Q&A if you guys have it. There is a Diamond Retreat. It is the information about the Diamond Retreat is pinned at the top in eHall, and it has all the details in there. It's in April of 2017, and there is still, like, we're not even to June yet. We're very close, but there's still half a year left. Rochelle has rented a cabin in the Smoky Mountains, and there are 9 spots available. I think the breakdown is like 3 of those are going to her PS coaches who are diamond or above or something. The next 3 are like, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I don't remember the exact breakdown, but the point is it is open to her whole downline. So that includes anybody on this call. It is very doable. It's still early in the year. You guys could totally look at the requirements, work your butt off, and get a spot to the Diamond Retreat. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We had an amazing time at the Diamond Retreat this past January. It's awesome because you get to bond with the team. We do fun events. So definitely check it out because I would love to see you guys there. I want to encourage you guys to plug in. We post about the National Wake Up Call every Monday, always in eHall, the monthly team call. You can find the information for that on the Coach U document. And we always post it again in eHall. You know, we always have stuff going on. The live power hour, the webinar once a month. Again, all of those are in eHall. So there is a lot of stuff to stay plugged into, as well as the various groups. There are so many resources for you guys. The last thing I want to make a point, well, 2 things actually. The last one that I want to make a point about the group is make sure to post your conversations. And you'll see when I add you guys to the group tonight, and the current level 2 group is amazing. Like, there are some people who are doing so well. I'm so tickled for you guys to be a part of it. You're going to be inviting people. You're going to be, you know, doing your thing, and you're going to want to share the conversations that you're having. What we ask that you guys do is, you know, let's say you're connecting with someone. You're going to invite them to the challenge group, or you're going to invite them to the coaching opportunity. post what you want to send to them in a message in the level 2 group, tag your sponsor, and then your sponsor and or the other coaches will give you feedback about what you want to send. Don't send it to the person and then post it because it's already sent. There's, once you already sent it, we could tell you what we would have said different, but it's much more helpful if you post it ahead of time. It's kind of like a rough draft, and you post it, and sometimes we can tweak it, just simply changing, a sentence a little bit, maybe changing one word, and it can make all the difference. And then as you guys begin to do it on a really regular basis, what we've seen is people get comfortable and they start improving and they start getting better results, as a result of it. So the last thing that I want to say, and this is probably the most important part of this call, is you guys are going to get frustrated. That's the norm. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of information. It's totally doable, I promise you. But just like with anything else that's new, like my favorite analogy really is if you think about when you started to drive and it was really overwhelming and you had to really pay close attention and you felt like, oh my God, how am I going to do, how am I going to do all these things at one time? And then over time, as you did it more often, you got more comfortable with it. Next thing you know, you drive to the grocery store, you don't even remember half the drive there. Like, it's just second nature. And that's what it's like with this. No matter, and I can promise you this, I've been a coach over 8 years. I know that Rochelle has as well. Laura has as well. And one thing we will all tell you, we will not sugarcoat it. No matter how long you're in this, there will be times where you are frustrated. There will be times where you feel like you can't do anything right. It's not going how you want. Nobody's answering you. Nobody's saying yes to you. Everybody has those days. So you just need to know in the beginning, realistically, that you're going to get frustrated, and that's okay. You're not the only one, and it's completely normal. But you have to decide that it's important enough that you're going to push past the frustration and you're going to embrace the suck. We have totally embraced that phrase because several of us are doing 22-minute hardcore. And one of the things that Tony Horton says in there all the time is embrace the suck. And it's so perfect for this because there are going to be times where it sucks. But if you work hard and you just keep pushing, even when it's frustrating, I promise you that the payoff is so worth it. So really that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, I see Shiloh had walk away. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now because I like better to be able to see you guys. Oh, yay. We have 3. Oh, I'm one of the 3 participants. I'm counting myself. I thought somebody else also got on. That's okay. They'll watch the recording. Yeah. So I know you only have a certain amount of time before you need to jump on another call, Amber. So do you have any questions?
I did. Okay. What is it that we're posting? Where? We're going into eHall?
No. So thank you for asking. I am going to be adding you guys into the level 2 training group.
Level 2 training group.
So you're not in there yet,
I understand.
but I will be adding you once we get off this call.
Okay.
And this call, because it takes a little bit of time for the video to render. Cool. I don't know whether it'll be tonight. It might be tomorrow. I'll put the link for this call in the event, and I'll put the reference document in the event tonight. But I will also add you guys to level 2, and that's the group that I've been referencing.
Perfect. And that's where we will be putting what's equivalent to a rough draft of what we would say to a potential coach.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And tagging you.
Yep.
And other people can comment even though we're tagging you.
Yes.
Okay.
Just so that we stay, you know, connected, so that I know what you have going on. But, you know, just a heads up that there are several leaders in the group, diamond leaders in the group, and one of them might, you know, jump in and respond.
Okay.
Sometimes a couple of us will.
Okay.
You know, sometimes one of us will think of something that the other didn't, or, you know, it's wonderful. Sometimes the people that have been in the group all along, you know, for, you know, a month or whatever, and they've done it a bunch, sometimes they'll have an idea, which is great. I love it when the other group participants step in. It's, yeah.
I appreciate the hand holding because I need it.
Well, and you know what? It's new. And so we love when people are open and teachable. So post as much as you need help with.
Okay, great.
And the lessons, like I said, will build, and they will give you, you know, actionable things that you can do.
Okay.
In combination with doing your power of 3. You know, you want to every day be doing your workouts, you want to be doing personal development, and you want to be inviting people.
Okay. Power of 3.
Yep.
Okay. So it was a lot of information in the first week, the first 7 days. And I'm really excited that we have access to that information again.
Yeah.
And that's what I was mentioning, that I wanted to print it and put it in a binder so I can reference back to that, or even the script of what I should be saying, and then massage it to make it mine.
Right. And you know what we found because we've done a lot of these 7-day groups now. And when we did the pilot, you know, first 7-day group, we found with that one and the next, you know, 1 or 2, that people really were like, oh my gosh, I need to save this information.
Yes.
So we just compiled this document so that you guys have it, and you can access it on the computer and or print it out, whatever works for you.
Yeah, because part of the day I would sneak and look at some of it while I was at work. And then I'd say, okay, I can't look at all this. It's a lot more video. So I'd have to look at a few more when I got home.
Yeah.
And, but we got through it.
Yeah, you guys did great.
Thank you.
I appreciate all the work that you guys put in.
Well, I appreciate all the help because I need it.
Yeah. Well, we love it. It's a lot of fun to, you know, teach people and to help people step into a leadership role, because that's what happens as you guys go throughout this. You learn too, and then you begin to help other people. It kind of evolves.
Well, I just regret I didn't do this years ago.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
This particular training wasn't available years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're here now.
Exactly.
Yep. Now is the time.
Okay. So this recording is going to be in the level 2 training group tomorrow?
This recording is going to be in the event. So, the event.
It's going to be on the events page.
Yes. Yeah.
Where the events page under what?
Just post it in there.
In the level 2 training group?
No, the event for this call tonight, when you got invited to the event. And
I got you.
So what I have found for myself, because what happens with events is when you go back over on the left side of your Facebook, you know, and you click events.
Okay.
It'll show, there's a place where it says past.
Yes.
And so that'll be really easy for like the next couple days, but eventually it gets hard to find.
Okay.
So what I recommend, if you want to keep, you know, access to this event easy, go to the event tonight, copy and paste the address at the top into, a lot of times I Facebook message myself stuff that I want to find or remember.
Okay.
So that's what I do to be able to find past events quickly.
Okay. I'm glad I asked that question. Because I'd be like, where is it?
And that's okay. If there's ever something that you're not sure, you could feel free to ask, message me or post in the level 2 group, hey, where is that again?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm running to the store and
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay. I love you. My daughter's running to the store.
Okay.
So how about you, Shyla? Did you have any questions? I can't see. Oh, there you are.
Can you see me now?
Yep.
Sorry, I couldn't get on my tablet, so I ended up getting on my phone, and that's why I keep sliding down, and the camera.
No worries.
My question is, it's kind of not about the call, but I was thinking maybe you could help me. I know Rochelle's not feeling that good. Since I already have my business page built, and I have my personal page. I know I'm supposed to be posting more on my personal page, but do you suggest posting the same content on both pages, or?
That is really, it really depends person to person. So for the majority of people that we have in the 7-day group and the level 2 group, a lot of them don't even have like pages yet. So we don't focus on the like page until the level 3 group. But if you already have it and you've been utilizing it, because that applies to some people, it's different person to person. So how many people do you have following you on your like page right now?
I think it's almost 600, maybe 570 or something like that.
So
almost 600.
Okay, so my advice is, and honestly, my gut says I want you specifically to ask Rochelle.
Okay.
She's your sponsor, right?
Yes.
Okay, and she's the most knowledgeable person on our team about like pages. So when I add you to the level 2 group, tag Rochelle and ask her. She won't answer you till tomorrow because she doesn't generally work at night and she's not feeling well. But my gut says that you're probably at this point gonna still focus a bit on your personal page, because until you grow your like page to a certain number, you're going to focus on your warm market, and your warm market is your profile. So for you at this point, more than likely, your profile is still where you're going to focus. And then once you get to the level 3 group, you'll begin to focus more on the like page.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I was actually, kind of thinking that, because I had stopped with my personal page. So I was thinking that, Rochelle and I had talked about that too, that it would be good to start posting on my personal page, like you said, my warm market. Yeah. But I just do have some engagement on my
I understand
personal or my like page. So I didn't want to kind of leave those people.
And then again, this is where we get into everybody's a little different, and I want you to follow what Rochelle says because she's your coach. I know for me personally, I have a lot of followers on my like page, and so the thought process for most people, so I'll say for Rochelle, would be that I should only post on my like page and focus there.
You have so many followers, right?
But because I'm over 17,000 followers. So because I am very consistent on my like page, and I am posting per the social media content map, and I'm doing everything and keeping up with it, I don't worry too much about the fact that I also post a lot on my profile. Now, that doesn't necessarily fall in line with advice that we give, because for a lot of people, they're not good at maintaining both. For me personally, when I post on my profile, I do that for me. That's for fun, for me. A lot of it still looks, I do a lot of lifestyle stuff, and I still post a lot of workout stuff, but that's because that's what I would be doing anyway.
Right.
So it's a little different for everyone. But what we teach generally is, at the point that you're at now, you want to really be mostly focusing on your profile, because that's where your warm market is. That's where you want to be. You know, that's where you're going to find people right now. As you grow your like page, it's going to be really important to focus there to make sure that you're getting the number, you know, because the number of times that we're asking people to post can feel overwhelming for people when they're beginning and getting used to posting that much.
Yeah, I just didn't know if to, you know, like even do a few more posts, but just on each page, but do the same post or do different content on each.
Yeah.
Or to share from each page or whatever. So yeah, I'll ask Rochelle again and see kind of what she thinks would be the best thing.
Yeah.
As far as like the content, sharing the same exact content on every post on each page or switching it up.
Yeah, generally, I think, and again, I want you to ask her, but generally we don't have you do, you know, so I have seen people where they will literally put, you know, it's like copy paste, you could tell, like, and I'll see, like, I'm friends with them, I follow them, and it's like boom, boom in the news feed. And so we don't generally say to do that. Yeah. So you can take information, and I'm not going to spend a lot more time on this because it's really going, you know, deep
way out there.
But you can, and I do recommend taking stuff and repurposing it. And so if you post something on your personal page and like, you're like, wow, that got great response and that was a good post, it would have been good on my like page. There's no reason, like next week you couldn't post it there verbatim. Or if you wanted to post it, you know, the next day, change it up a little. Use a different picture. Word it a little different. People aren't paying that close of attention. You just don't want it to show up 2 times one after the other exactly the same.
Right. I like that. Thank you.
Sure. Well, it is 7:44, so I want to be respectful of your guys' time. I hope that you got, you know, anything urgent answered that you needed. I can't remember if you were on at this point or not, Shyla, but the recording for this video will be probably posted tomorrow because it takes a while for me to get it uploaded to YouTube. But you'll be able to watch the beginning part if you wanted.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
And I will, after we hang up, I will go and add you guys to the new group. So congratulations. I'm really looking forward to working with you ladies.
Yay! Looking forward to working with you too.
Yay! Thanks, guys. I appreciate your patience. Have a great night.
You too.